Good day, class. Our topic of discussion today in physics is what we call equations of uniformly accelerated bodies. Now, we have four equations of uniformly accelerated bodies that we also call equations of motion. The first one, we have our v equals u plus at. Second one, we have our v squared equals u squared plus 2as. The third one, we have our s equals ut plus half at squared. We have the fourth one, s equals u plus v all over 2 times t, where v represents our final velocity in meter per second, that is unit. U represents initial velocity in meter per second. A represents the acceleration in meter per second square. S represents the distance in meters, and t represents the time in seconds. The choice of any of these formula to be used to solve any given question depends largely on the parameters that we have in the question. So which implies we can use any of these to solve a question that is more suitable for the formula to be used. Now, we have some things to be noted before we solve questions applying these formulas. The first one, please take note of these. They are very important, very crucial to solving questions under equations of motion. The first one, whenever a body starts from rest, its initial velocity u will be equals to 0. So in the question, whenever you hear the word a body starts from rest, just put your u to be equals to 0. You will not be told, but we must know that whenever a body starts from rest, its initial velocity u equals to 0. Whenever a body comes to rest or a body stops, its final velocity v will be equals to 0. Whenever a body comes to rest or a body stops, its final velocity v equals to 0. Whenever a body moves with a constant velocity, its acceleration a will be equals to 0. Whenever a body moves with a constant velocity, its acceleration equals to 0, meaning the initial velocity and the final velocity, they are the same. Please take note of all these. These three things are key in solving questions under equations of motion. Let's take example. Example 1. A body accelerates uniformly from rest at 6.0 meters per second square for 8 seconds. Find its final velocity. If you look at the question critically, it says a body accelerates uniformly from rest. Because I hear the word rest or I saw the word rest in the question, we shall write our initial velocity without anybody telling us. Our initial velocity u equals to 0. Take note of this, because the body started from rest, the first thing to be written will be the value of the initial velocity, which is equals to 0. Now, acceleration is 6 meters per second square, and the time given in the question is 8 seconds. What is now the choice of the formula to be applied to solve this question? The choice will be the one that contains u, a, t, and v. I repeat, the one which I use to solve this question will be the formula that contains u, a, t, and v. And if you look at the formulas critically, we see that the first one contains all the four parameters v, u, a, and t. So which implies our v will be equals to u plus at. Our u is 0 plus our a is 6, open bracket, our t is 8. When we multiply, we have 0 plus 48. 0 plus 48 will give us 48 meters per second. Class, in the next class, we shall solve more questions under equations of motion applying the four given formulas. Thank you. Let's take example number 2. A body accelerates uniformly from rest at the rate of 3 meters per second square for 8 seconds. Calculate the distance covered by the body. The solution: we have initial velocity u to be equal to 0 because the body started from rest. Acceleration a equals 3 meters per second square times t equals to 8 seconds, and distance x is what we are required to find. Now from here, what do you think will be a suitable equation to use to solve this question? That equation to be used will be the one that contains u, a, t, and s, which is s equals to ut plus half at squared. From here, we input the given figures. U is 0, t is 8, plus half times 3 times 8 squared. 0 times 8 will give us 0, half times 3 times 8 squared will give us 64. 2 in 6, 3, 2 in 4, 2. 32 times 3 will give us 96. And that will now be 0 plus 96. 0 plus 96 will give us 96. And what is the unit of distance? Is in meter. So that is why we have 96 meters. Class, I repeat, units are very important in physics. You must put the unit. That's why we have 96 meters. Example number 3. A particle accelerates from rest with acceleration of 8 meters per second square. In how much time will the body travels a distance of 2.5 kilometers? From there, we write out the given data. Initial velocity u equals to 0, acceleration a equals to 8 meters per second square, distance s equals 2.5 kilometers, and we know that the basic unit of measurement of distance is what? Is meters. So we have to convert that 2.5 kilometer to meter. That will now be 2.5 times 1000, which will give us 2500 meter. From there, which equation are we going to use to solve this question? The one that contains u, a, x, and t, which is s equals to ut plus half at squared. From there, we put our s to be 2500 equals to 0 times t plus half times 8 times t squared. 2500 equals to half times 8 will give us 4. Then 4 times t squared will give us 40 squared. We make t squared a formula. We have 2500 divided by 4. 2500 divided by 4 will give us 625 equals to t squared. Our t squared will be root of 625, and that will give us 25 seconds. Thank you.